In 1999, a group of volunteers decided to go abroad and assist after an earthquake in Izmit, Turkey. This rescue mission revealed to the team a very serious skills shortage in search and rescue in southern Africa. Out of this was born the concept of Rescue South Africa. So in 2001, an NGO was formed called Specialized Rescue South Africa, or more commonly known as Rescue South Africa. The vision was to enable Africans to be good citizens of the world, to show the world that Africans can help themselves and offer humanitarian services worldwide. Rescue South Africa had three primary objectives. Firstly, to respond to sudden onset disasters and provide technical rescue skills, regionally, nationally, and internationally. To build a cache of equipment to be used for both training and response. And lastly, to build capacity by offering high-quality rescue training regionally, nationally, and internationally. An approach was made to USAID for funding, and 8 American rescue technicians were brought out to South Africa, who in turn trained 26 trainers from emergency services. This group of trainers have literally trained thousands of South Africans right up to the level of urban search and rescue technician. And in fact, these courses are now offered in South Africa at 4 universities, many EMS colleges, as well as some fire departments that train emergency services students, right up to the level of rescue technician. At the universities, it forms part of their bachelor's degree course that trains future emergency care practitioners. Part of the funding received from USAID, as well as later from the Japanese International Cooperation Agency, JICA, and the United Nations, went into putting together a cache of rescue equipment which weighs approximately 60 tons and is probably worth anything between 50 and 60 million rand if one was to buy it today. And in fact, it is the most comprehensive USAR cache in sub-Saharan Africa. As part of our capacity building, Rescue South Africa ran training in 8 SADC countries: Botswana, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, Swaziland, Namibia, Madagascar, and Zambia. And the people trained in those various countries were the first to be exposed to this type of training in sub-Saharan Africa. From the SADC countries, 60 urban search and rescue technicians were developed. Rescue South Africa has proudly responded to different types of sudden onset disasters. In Mozambique was a good example where Africans were seen to be helping Africans and received a commendation from INSARAG, really almost unheard of, for the spectacular rescues that we carried out in Beira in 2019. We also responded to India, Iran, Algeria, Haiti for earthquakes, Japan for the tsunami, Pakistan, the Philippines, Malawi, the DRC for the volcanic eruption, and then various calls that we've responded to in South Africa. Today, we have a tried and tested model and track record, including standard operating procedures and logistics that enable us to do these responses. One of the highlights of Rescue South Africa's history is receiving the Ubuntu Award, recognizing the work it's done in promoting South Africa globally. A positive outcome from our development is that thousands of South Africans, as well as those from the SADC region, have been trained as USAR technicians. As well as various courses for our outreach program, our standard USAR courses are accredited by the University of Johannesburg. Having achieved these milestones, we reflected on what would be the next step forward. With motivation and much enthusiasm from Mandela University's lecturer Travis Trower, a board member and previous principal at Rescue South Africa, we decided that Rescue South Africa and its cache of equipment would be better served moved from the well-resourced Gauteng to the Eastern Cape. Travis made us aware of all of the shortages of equipment and dire need for further assistance in the Eastern Cape. So our cache of equipment was moved from the University of Johannesburg to Nelson Mandela University, where it's already being used to train students. not just in lecture halls, but on the road where irreplaceable experience is gained. We're now starting to reach out to emergency services in the region to offer assistance in technical rescues, exposing our final year students to real-life situations. Our first experience being on the 12th of October, where we successfully assisted SAPS on a rescue call. We're also looking forward to adding our rural outreach programs to those run by Nelson Mandela University. This is the future of Rescue South Africa.